Good cop, bad cop. Hi, I'm Ross McLean, back for another edition of Split Second Cops, where we go over video and body camera footage of actual police interactions so that you, the public, and maybe even some of the law enforcement officers that follow me, can make your own decision about a use of force, a decision to shoot or not shoot, or was it a good judgment by the police? How quick can these things happen to cops on the street? So let's watch this one here. Typical police interaction, how it goes. And you stop the video yourself or say, boom, that's when I'd make a move, or this is what I would do, and see if it coincides with your judgment. Or what do you think of the officer's judgment in this case? So without further ado, let's go out to the street and let's hit the call. Okay, here we go. You're rolling, you're on backup. You've been called to back up an officer who has a male subject, male black, stopped on the street. He was observed urinating in the street. Typical call, you get in the suburbs, any time for looking after something. She's investigating, wants backup. You assume your backup position, you've got her 6, you're watching the male. As she tries to negotiate the removal of the baseball bat. Let's see where we go. As the gloves come out, see she's putting on her gloves, so are you as the backup officer. You're getting ready in case something happens. You're going to have a scuffle, you're going to be fighting, scrape your knuckles across the concrete.
Because I had to take it out. I had to piece for a weapon.
Male still will not give up the bat. You see he's getting more anxious here. He's moving, fiddling a little bit more, looking a little bit more tense. He's aware that something is coming as she puts on her gloves. You're still observing, letting one person run the show here.
In the shade, bro. I'm standing in the shade.
Now that the gloves are on, that's getting near the time where the gloves come off. Let's see. She steps up. There it is. There he goes, running, swings the baseball bat, runs, and the shot is fired. That was very quick. Did you actually see what happened there? Even with the body cam, that's at regular speed. Did you see how fast that turned around? Do you think you saw everything? Well, let's watch this now in slow motion from the backup officer. Female officer steps up into the curb. There's a swing. She does not get hit. He pursues, stops, look at it, swing, hits his hand with the gun. Swings the bat again, hits the gun with the bat. Shot fired, right there. Did you see those 2 swings of the bat hit the officer's hand and hit the gun for going for it? That's the part where it gets crucial. What does he do at that point? Now, it takes about a second or so for an officer to decide to shoot or not when someone's coming at him with the bat. Let's watch this in super slow motion and see what else we can see. Bat comes up, does not hit the officer. In pursuit. Man stops, backhands the bat, hits him on the hand. The officer has to change his gun to his other hand. The man's still standing there, comes out, swings the bat viciously again, hits the gun and probably the officer's hand. This is the point where the shot's about to come. The officer's decided to shoot. Look where the man is. There's the shot. The man is running away. That's why sometimes what you'll see with some of these cases, or you'll hear where someone is shot in the back, the police shot them, oh, they shot them in the back. But that's not always how it happens. As you can see here, in that instance, the man could have raised the bat and continued to come forward and strike the officer in the head, game over, or he could have turned and ran. So as he was standing there, swung the bat twice at the officer sees him still there and raising the bat again, he decides it's time to shoot for my life. In that second, the guy turns his back as he goes to run, but the officer is still just shooting. That's why sometimes you'll get that where people are shot in the back and people are saying, oh, the police were this, they were cowards. No, that was the second that he had to respond to that. Let me know what you would have done in that situation, what you think would have happened. Very difficult situations. This is typical for a cop, any town, USA, getting a call like this and it goes hot right away. What would you have done? Think the cop was right in this one? Let me know. This one is still under investigation, hasn't been decided by the department yet. Anyways, this is Ross McLean. Thanks for watching. I hope you get something out of these videos. If you like them, subscribe, follow, like, share them with your friends, and I will see you next video. And in the meantime, I've got your 6.